So it was, as I remember, we got down there, ICP opened, Zug Island played their second set ever, and then you had your release party. When we say that was like top 3 Juggalo shows of all time, we are not fucking around.
We've said it so many times on this season and throughout other seasons.
Yeah, we've been saying it for 20 years.
That's like, next level.
What do you remember
that's
about that?
Magic, the Majestic or the Magic Stick upstairs?
Majestic.
It was the Majestic.
We were actually at Majestic?
Yeah.
Oh my God, wow, that's crazy.
And it was packed. It was a packed house.
I remember it being awesome because I said I had some family that came out, so that was cool. And, you know, just like I said, even when I'm there, it doesn't matter. It's like I told you, I could be the headliner of the show. I'm still looking up to the guys who are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember the guy.
Yes, you're right. I don't remember it being his record release party, but I remember it was the Hallowicked after party.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And at the Majestic Theater, which is this amazing theater, really like old legendary theater in Detroit. And it was just awesome. It was just jam-packed. And we opened up for Blaze. And then it was just chaos. And it was Halloween. They had a bunch of pumpkins on stage, bales of hay. You guys were there, right?
Yeah, Chris has a funny story.
Bales of hay right to my head. I was covered in hay, pulling out of my shirt. I don't remember who threw it. Someone from the band.
You know what? I did it. I was like sitting there, I'm playing. I'm like, it's Halloween. I'm busy. I smashed some pumpkins through it, and then like threw the hay, busted the hay up. I don't know. I just went nuts. And then after, Joe's like, "You guys should do that every night. That should be your thing, you know." And then and I just remember at the end of the night, everyone's gone. They were just like shoveling up hay, and it was a huge pile of hay in the middle of the venue.
The after party. It's just in our heads there were so many songs that were like crew songs that we never saw live, like Madrox coming out and doing hooks, and just it was just the perfect set of songs.
The real reason let me go back. I'm sorry because it's all coming back to my head now. I know why this has happened because I swear we did we not do another? Did I do another set sometime around there? Because I try to do stuff where it was like I'm gonna try to do all the music that I didn't do, that I have never done. So it'd be like the third verses. And that's what I did. It was like I went out there and we're like, oh, we'll do the third verse for this song, the third verse for that song, and then do the song with Madrox and have him do his chorus or his verse.
That may be how we picked up on, like, at the time.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It was so different because it was like, he never does these verses. Mm-hmm. It's like this stuff I've never done. And it was all off. I only had so much music. You know what I mean? Like, I only had so much music to pull from. So at the time, I said it at the EP, the first gathering. I did the EP. I think it was 17 minutes long. I did 11 of it, whatever it was, something like that. And a couple of minutes is the intro. Right. So it's like I did as much as I could. And that's, so I was always trying to pull more music. What can I do? What can I do? When I was out there in the first couple of times, after I did that gathering stuff, I was like, well, Killa already had some music. So I was like, we took one of his, grabbed one of his songs that he did, and he had native funk song, and he would just say, anybody Killa, he come out there, oh, you want to get just roll on, let me get my roll on. It's like, all right, it's fucking cool. So it's like, that's what we had to do just to create more music at the time. So I tried to do something different for that. I was like, well, I'm going to do a release party. I'll try to do a little different stuff that I've never done, and that's kind of what it was. And they're all saying they're going to come out and do the stuff with you and be on it. Okay, so I'm putting everybody on there.
It came across like a celebration, like a culmination of this thing. It was a lot, because we talked about in the season that it had dates, months, kept pushing back. So when it finally came out on Halloween, a day that's pretty big in Juggalo world, so it did feel like a giant celebration of everyone else.
So that's how we remember that Monoxide and Madrox were out there doing hooks for you. Mm-hmm. There was a song where a girl got up on stage and she was up there for way too long. And this is a different time. This wouldn't happen now. He took a running start and booted her in the ass, and she flew. And we remember that to this day. Yeah. And we always wonder, like, does anyone else remember that? Or it probably happened all the time, but it was like right in front of us at that time.
I've seen a couple of wild things, happen.
Happened to me before. I've done that Cottonmouth King show. Went on stage a little too long and got booted.
Right, see ya.
That girl, in my head, just whole body went Like that, just
as the years
straight
go
up.
along, she went all the way to the bar at the back of the Majestic now.
That's not too far.
Yeah, no, it's doable. With his running start,
Right.
fuck, that was bad.
Hell yeah.
No, that was, like we said, one of our favorite shows.